Hello everybody, welcome back to our weekly live stream Shadowrun 5th Edition Adventures. Stream our sessions live on Twitch TV beginning at 9:30 p.m.-ish Central Time every Sunday evening. Afterwards you can find it uploaded to my YouTube page as well as a written write-up on my blog, both of which you can find links to over on my profile. I am Eric Watson, your Game Master, and this is my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/gorebash722. You can also follow me on Twitter at RogueWatson. Joining me as always are our regular cast of Shadowrunners, Chris playing Ursiv, the Troll Shaman.
What up?
Heather playing Mauta, the Human Street Samurai. Raymond playing Saren, the Human Decker, who unfortunately got called in to deliver a baby, as he is a doctor. It's a terrible excuse. Woman has no respect for the Shadowrunning schedule. And Reese playing Falkirk, the Elf Adept.
Hello.
For our campaign, we use Roll20.net. For video sharing, we use Google Hangouts. And for broadcasting and streaming, I use Open Broadcaster software. Much of our music, including this intro music, is by Perturbator. Stop that.
Now it's over.
And now it is over. This is our second session for the episode called Road Raid. I guess I need to actually switch to the splash page, would help as well. Okay. So previously on Road Rage, which is our session last week, several days had passed since our previous adventure. The runners received a call from their new gang leader chum, Jeremiah Red. Red offered them a job to help escort a shipment of hardware and electronics out of JT's Automotive and up to the docks near downtown Seattle. A buyer from Mega Corporation Ares has offered to buy the lot, and Red has promised a cut of the profits to our runners. After an evening of shopping and preparation, our runners were rudely awakened from Red in the early morning hours. The crew at JT's hadn't checked in, and the help he had sent in was under attack. Our runners arrived to find a dual hostage situation. One of their new helpers, an elf swordswoman named Lapis Luzul, had captured one of the attacking gang members, while their other ally, Crank, had in turn been captured by this new gang. The players went in with a frontal assault, quickly dispatching the gangers and causing the last one to surrender, which is exactly where we left off with our fairly very lengthy session last week. It was literally the very end of this fairly bloody battle at JT's Automotive.
Yeah.
So the current situation, as I recall, is the dwarf mage is dead.
Yes, very dead.
The man here was on the brink of death and was stabilized, but is obviously
Right.
not looking too good and very much unconscious. And then this guy, who looks very augmented and had kind of run into the fight late, had been in a different part of the actual building, had surrendered after he noticed the carnage and had a bit of damage done to him as well.
Right.
And that leaves Crank here was freed of his mystical bonds, and I believe the other guy is still handcuffed to the bumper of the truck. So as this happens, let's say that Saren gets a call, and Did Raymond mention anything when I was away?
He said he wanted to just go investigate the proceedings more.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what that meant.
He
but-
goes off on a personal side quest. Yeah. So unfortunately, since Raymond can't be with us for tonight, instead of just having him be like a zombie dummy character, which I guess, well, we could just have him tag along, but I don't want to have to control another person.
We
and
could. Yeah.
I don't know.
He wanted to go.
I'll let you guys. You guys are the players. We didn't get a chance to talk to Raymond. I mean, he literally just got the call. Like this wasn't a premeditated absence. I'll let you guys
I feel like
decide
none
what
of
you
us
think.
Would be able to control his character very well since he's pretty psychotic and unpredictable.
Yeah.
I don't know that any of us really know what's going on inside of Saren's head.
Unfortunately, he's probably the most wild card of all our players. So what I can do is just say that he got a phone call and he says like, "Oh crap, I need to take this and go. I'm sorry guys, I'll catch up with you when I can later." Because this adventure should take place literally over the course of a day. So
Yeah.
we'll just say that he has to exit for now, and we'll let him catch up in the next adventure, hopefully. So this will be our first contingency plan with dealing minus a player. So all right. Yeah,
Especially
exactly.
since none of us know how his powers work.
That's also unfortunate.
Exactly,
Yeah, he's
I
also the unique decker. Yeah. Oh well. All right.
I
So
only just now caught your slip of the tongue earlier when you called him a docker instead of a doctor. You're
yes,
mixing up
I was
Decker and
thinking Decker. That's exactly how it went down. Whoops, a doodle. All right.
This
So how
is
do
the
you?
world now?
So what do you guys want to do? We've got this guy here who had just surrendered. He's kind of got his hands up in the air.
Have we asked him for information yet? I don't think so, right?
I don't think so. I think we literally had just ended the combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there hasn't
He
been
just
any
gave up.
there hasn't been any
Secure
denouement from that
this
scene.
guy. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have anything on me that I can use to secure him, so I look around. Are there any sort of like cables or ropes or things that I can use to tie this man up?
I have more restraint cuffs. That helps.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yes.
I don't think her mic's working. By the way, I'm hearing her only through Eric.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Can you? Okay.
Hang on. Click the buttons.
So you have more handcuffs.
Yeah, she says she has more handcuffs.
All right.
Alright, how about now?
There you go.
There you go.
Hey,
It's the button.
the
Excellent.
Okay.
buttons. I don't know how to use the buttons.
There's too many buttons.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Handcuff him to a pole or something.
Okay, so Mount is going
Make
to
sure
step
it's
forward.
the one pole that supports the entire building in case the strong enough to move off.
He's a load bearing.
Ball.
Yeah, load bearing pole.
Nice. All right, so you notice that he doesn't. He tends to be very. He's kind of resistant in like a asshole kind of way, but he's not really. He's like sneering the whole time and just generally acting aggressive. But he's also not putting up an actual fight when you're like securing him. He's like he knows. Obviously, he's super outnumbered at this point.
Yeah.
So he's acting very defiant as you secure him to a what looks like a very.
Sturdy
I guess it
pole.
can't be too wide. You have to put it's like handcuff type things. What you have?
Oh, you can hug it.
Yeah, you can hug
Yeah,
it.
No, that's true.
Put his hands behind his back, like around the pole.
Oh
Oh,
dear, that's
That's
could
painful.
dislocate his shoulder.
Well, I don't know how.
It
How
could
wide
come
are
in
we talking
handy.
about?
It could come in handy.
Or front, sure. Let make him hug it. That seems uncomfortable too, but
I mean,
you
if,
can't look.
if
You
the
can't look
pole
at
is too
anybody.
wide.
Make him pole dance.
How about right hand and left foot will be tied together
No, it's a game
around
of
the pole.
Twister.
Now he's laying on his back, staring up.
Yep, that's a good idea.
What?
I don't see him getting away.
Now he can't kick us.
Yeah.
He is now officially hog-tied.
Great.
All right.
Sure, that will make him far more willing to talk to us.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. It's
Let's emasculate him before we talk to him.
exactly.
He locks eyes with Mauta because she was just kind of manhandling him and says, "All right, do what you need to do to me, but let the little kid go. He doesn't need to be part of this."
What kid?
He gestures to this
No.
young man
No.
who's clearly not a kid, but he has used the affectation of kid in reference to him.
What is this man to you?
He's a longtime friend of mine, and that's his older brother that you just murdered It's over there in the corner.
I believe that was in self-defense, sir.
He sneers and
And
says,
he is technically
"Isn't it?
still alive."
Isn't it always?"
He is technically still alive.
Yeah, only your dwarf mage friend there is down an account.
He shakes his head and he's like, "Fucking idiots! Christina be the only one that would talk to you."
How can we get you to talk? What's it gonna take?
He's like, "Unfortunately for you idiots, I don't fucking know anything."
So this woman was your leader?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll for who is interrogating him right now.
I think we're both talking to him. Sort of.
Yeah. Once you start trying to get
which thing?
information
Like,
out of
can I
him,
say?
I'm going to need you to start rolling for social rolls.
Oh boy. Alright, what I just said I'll roll.
Is that probably... okay, negotiation.
Yeah.
4 successes is pretty
That's-
solid.
Negotiation?
That's how he got him to tell us that he doesn't know anything.
That's right.
And that was... help me out. Negos was charisma and willpower?
I believe so.
I need to like have you write this down on this.
Yeah, I forgot. I haven't done any work this week, guys. I'm super sorry. Today is the first day I did some fast catch up on what we did last week, and I remember.
forgive you.
I have done
You're
nothing
fired.
for all week, so-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Don't worry,
remember
it's
that.
okay.
Yeah, I remember that was a big thing that came up was the social thing. I need to take care of that. Okay, so that would be a 6, but he's also wounded. That should lower his thing by quite a bit.
Whoa.
I actually got a pretty good roll. 3 of
Pretty
his
good roll.
3 of his 5 were successes. Unfortunately, still not
Thankfully,
good
you
as.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a
Um,
critical unglitch?
So what was your initial question? What was your initial?
I guess what's it going to take for us it's going to take
to get you to
get you to
talk.
spill beans. Yeah.
He says, "Look, man, they don't really tell me anything. Sam there, he gets the clients, he gets the jobs for us. He tells us what to do. That's how we've operated. That's how we've always operated. I'm just the muscle in this operation. Christina there is our mage infiltration. At this point, he's actually kind of rambling and shooting out a lot, probably more than he realizes. And then Joey the kid, he's our thief. He gets into places and opens up all the goods and gets what we need. As far as I know, Sam said something about computer in here. I'm not sure what he was doing. I don't really pay much mind into that kind of thing, but he told us that anything we found in here we could keep for ourselves as we loot the place."
Saren, check the computer.
I'm about to say, we need to check the computer, but our computer person is not here.
Well,
Ursa,
since
check
he's
the
not
computer.
here,
Check it with your axe.
Ursa has a healing spell, right?
Yeah.
Can you use it on Sam? You can revive him some so he can talk.
I already
did.
did.
I actually did that.
That's the only reason he's not dead.
Yeah, technically healed
Yeah.
him enough to. It was kind of like the JT situation where you technically healed him to stabilize him,
Yeah.
but I mean he's still he
And
could be
can we
permanently
first aid
crippled.
him?
He could be brain damaged. Like he went unconscious and was on the brink of death. So, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Can we use a first aid kit on him now, or is that negated by magic?
Yeah, once you actually heal, you can't do anything else to them.
Hmm.
But for the most part in this world, the way I'm going to do it is if somebody gets into negative life and you manage to heal them, even no matter how positive they get back up, I'm probably not going to have them just pop right back up and be magically,
Sure.
even if they are magically healed.
Conscious?
Yeah, I'm just that you can stabilize them to keep them from death, and technically they'll be alive. But people aren't just going to magically pop back up and be like, "Oh man, that cure light wound spell."
My cancer's cured.
So what's skills are like electronics things? We're talking like willpower and logic or something?
Perhaps our sword friend has some computer skills.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Lapis kind of shakes her head and shrugs, and she kind of strides toward the bound man here and says, "I can try to extract some more information out of him, but using my methods." And she kind of grips her sword gingerly, and she says,
No,
"But
it's all right.
beyond that, I'm afraid my skills with a computer are. I usually rely on other team members for that sort of thing."
What do you suggest, Lapis?
She wants to fucking
Other
torture
than
the
murdering
dude. Yeah. She wants
Lapis
torture.
says, "I think we need to call Red and update him immediately,
Yeah.
Alright.
because we are falling behind schedule, and I don't know how long that buyer is going to be there."
Alright, fine. Yeah. Need to
We
get some
do.
people over here to watch the place.
She's
until
like,
we can check this out.
"Yeah, we need to get these crates loaded. Like, we can't. Like, I can sit here and torture him, but we got things to do."
No. It's fine.
We're beyond that. We've moved fast.
Alright, new Saren.
Alright, let's call Red.
All right.
Yep.
Get some reinforcements. Get the place locked down so that we can find out what's going on with the computer later. Fucker. No.
Who's calling?
I'll call him.
I don't know how to call.
All right.
What's a phone? That's a sandwich. Put that down.
I'll call him.
All right.
Ring-a-ling.
Red immediately picks up and is like, "All right, give me the status. What's up? I assume since you're calling, everything's gone swimmingly, and you've put down everyone and gotten everything on the truck by now."
Not quite. We killed 2 out of 3. Does that count?
No, one's still alive.
Yeah, we only killed 1 out of 4.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Except I guess we're not talking to her at this point. So
Well, yeah. We're yelling at her while she's on the phone.
yeah.
Hey, I'll put it on speaker.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
Red says, "Who are these fuckers? What are they doing there?"
We don't know. We think we killed their leadership.
You hear
And the
Red
rest doesn't
sigh.
even know anything.
Ugh.
We chopped off the head of the snake, Red.
That's
Don't worry,
right.
everything's fine.
All right, you
2 are
got.
fully alive. 1's in a coma, and 1's dead.
They're
But
going after the computer parts or the computer. in
Are
JP's
they-
shop.
Are they knight errant? Is it security? Is it mega corporation? Is it fucking mafia? What gang thugs? Who are these people?
Yes.
They seem like general mercenaries. Not they were hired by someone, but they don't. The people left alive don't know who.
Can I make a knowledge check?
Yeah, see if you can figure anything out.
Against gangs and mafia? Or do I have to do one or the other?
Yeah, you can do your like local knowledge check to see if you would recognize any of these guys based on
Yes!
any of their looks. From what you can see and who they are,
Yeah.
Jesus.
yeah, you know that these guys are not part of any established mob family or security team, which means they are either freelance runners that you haven't heard of, like Lapis, or just random gang members that have formed into their own little gang. But as far as you know, they are not part of an established team or group or anything.
Okay, I yell out to the bionic guy. So you guys just formed up by yourselves?
Roll, roll again.
Negotiation or perception or something?
Should we just use negotiation for like non-intimidating social stuff? That seems like I mean, there's that in con, which con is more like
Yeah.
specifically like
Con is like
bluffing or
lying.
lying. Yeah.
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 Both are the same on mine.
So,
I also got etiquette and impersonation.
Etiquette's like talking to someone of that group.
yeah,
right?
etiquette might work. If that's higher, you can use etiquette.
It is not higher. I'm not using etiquette.
Okay.
It's
This is not
there.
a
I'm
this is
just
not a
telling you it's
bank
there.
this is not a bank error in your favor. No, not etiquette. All right. Sorry, what was the question again? We spent too long on the process.
So, are you guys just working for yourselves?
He says
Sort of formed up by yourselves?
he says we've been on a team for some time now. We just get the job. We're a bunch of chummers that lived on the streets, and Sam's really been getting us the right jobs, and we've been working together as a team, and it's been working really well for us so far. We're hoping to maybe make it into another bigger gang, and trying to get some bigger jobs done like this one, but he kind of trails off as he looks at the very bloodied bodies of his comrades.
You hear that? Hear that, Red? That's who we're dealing with.
Yeah. It was
here-
on speakerphone.
Yeah, Red says,
Group of nobodies.
he says, what the hell? This is part of my fears that this place would attract lowlives and just random thugs, but it worries me that they said they were hired by somebody. I definitely don't like that. My suggestion would be to just kill them and dump them in an alley, but you guys seem to have a pretty good handle on your own morality and scruples and whatnot, and I gotta say, it gave me a pretty good gang member with Crank there, whom I assumed is still with us. Crank says, yeah, boss, I'm here. Thanks to them. He says, so I'll leave it up to y'all's judgment, how you want to dispose of them. If you want to leave them there, bound, gagged, unconscious, then I can send Susie over to pick them up, and we'll try the old interrogation game with them and see how that works. But I really need you guys to continue on with the current mission, get the crates onto the truck, and get out on the highway to the docks.
Yeah? Okay. The bionic guy seems like he'd come in pretty handy, Red.
Part of my tactics have been to make friends and allies instead of enemies, so I am certainly hoping that we can work something out. And Reggie, at this point, spits a giant loogie in Mauta's direction of the where she's talking on the phone. And just says,
Does
I
"You guys can fuck right off with that. Just kill me now."
Gladly.
You're gonna get a ton of more money working for Red. Come on.
He
That is
just
a good point, sir.
he kind of grunts and just looks at the floor.
Ugh, whatever. Just leave him there. I don't care. Let Red do whatever he wants to with him.
I shoot him.
I don't
Let's
know
Stun-
about that.
stun him into unconsciousness.
I don't even that. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure Susie will be here pretty soon, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, let her handle it.
Yeah.
All right. Urson's gonna tell Reggie though. Well, yeah, he'll just tell Reggie like, listen, your options are twofold. One, be murdered by Red and his gang. As much as they are honorable men, they will have no compunction with killing you if you turn on them. Or you can work for Red and actually make the money you were trying to with this ill-fated gang of yours. The choice is yours, but I urge you to at least think about it before you're picked up.
Roll for. That's probably negotiation too. So you're kind of like
I don't have
off.
negotiation. I'm not.
Whatever, man. Who cares? Let's just load up these crates.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I don't care if he listens to me. That's just my character talking.
Well, I was gonna give you a chance to roll and see how well he's gonna listen.
Nah,
I'll do
Whatever.
it.
I'll give you roll your charisma +2. I'll give you a +2 for that eloquent speech.
All right.
I mean, it's not like he's rolling. Although I've been rolling pretty good for him.
Yeah.
I'm using up all my good rolls on this worthless roll.
Yeah. Starts to pick up a crate to take out to the truck.
Do I have to roll if I want to kick him for spitting at me?
I won't involve any rolling or damage. You can certainly kick him.
Alright, I'm gonna kick him square in the crotch. He's spitting at me.
Is this before or after Ursuv's eloquent speech to him?
During.
After.
So this guy's getting some mixed messages here.
Cool.
Yeah, he kind of whiffed on that one. So Mauta's swift kick to the crotch kind of shuts up his whole demeanor. And as Ursuv gives out a speech about joining, Reggie doesn't say anything, but his body language looks far more less defiant than it was.
And let's load up the crates.
Yeah.
Get out of
Um,
here.
Yeah, I want to say one thing to the kid out there. So you have a chance.
He's sort of in earshot, I guess, from then. I assume you guys have been talking loud enough where he's been able to kind of pick things up.
Can we actually like open the door?
Well,
and, like,
is the
walk
gate?
through
Yeah, was the gate closed? I don't actually. I guess it is closed, isn't it? So he probably actually didn't. Okay,
Well,
so he.
I was just going to explain the situation to him and give him.
Okay, that's fine. You can do that without actually just saying everything that happened. But if you want to go out there and just talk to him, you can.
Yeah.
Lapis and I are gonna start loading crates.
Yeah, I mean, he nods about. He actually thanks you for leaving Reggie alive and for healing his brother. He's very relieved. He was worried, obviously, when he saw his brother go down with the tasers and just smoke coming out of him. But he thanks you for generally leaving the system alive and or leaving the team alive for the most part, and actually somewhat apologizes for getting everybody mixed into this thing. He seems very just apologetic and discouraged.
All right. So is there anything else you can tell me, kid?
He says, I mean, same as my brother, but unfortunately he didn't really confide in me with the higher up details. I was hoping we would get to that point someday, and I mean, in a case like this, it would have certainly been a good idea to know what was going on, since obviously we came in and things were far worse than we had anticipated, and just got worse from there. But I don't know. Obviously, we stepped into a hornet's nest. I'm not sure. This definitely was not worth going into.
So it seems like to me you're sort of in over your head, right?
Yeah, that seemed to be the case. Like
Yes. So
he's still grimacing because his just legs all kinds of fucked up too.
Yeah. So we just called in our boss. He's a pretty honorable man, it seems like. So as long as you cooperate and tell him everything you know, he'll probably offer you a job or something to work for him.
Is this the same boss that called Crank up to do that other job? To be
For this job?
for whatever job he left us to go do. At this point, Crank walks up and he's walking over on the truck to where you can see him, but Joey can't, and he kind of just does like this motion.
I suppose not then.
Joey just slumps back and doesn't say anything. He's just kind of clutching his leg and looks concerned.
Alright.
Crank
Basically-
Crank actually motions you over to over here.
Okay. We'll continue this conversation in a second.
Yeah.
He nods glumly.
What's going on, Crank?
Frank's like, look, these guys, they're super pissed at me for leaving them. We were a pretty tight group. I got the call of the lifetime, and it sounded like it honestly sounds like the same person that had hired me to do the job where I was the uh, dock wagon medic driver of the ambulance. It sounds like whoever hired me might have hired them, since obviously they knew where I was and how to find me. They might have found them and got them to do this job. I don't know anything, unfortunately, about it. Sam would know all the information. Reggie and Joey are both right about that. He ran the whole thing like a dictator, but he always treated us fairly. But it was a dangerous job, and I thought I could make more money doing another job. And I mean, now I'm working for Red. I got the scar, and he kind of holds up his hand. There's that nasty little jagged scar on it. It's still pretty fresh. He says, maybe I can turn these guys. I can try to make that happen after we're done here. But he kind of looks over at the body of Sam, and he's like, I don't know if... I'm worried about Sam. If that dude ever wakes up, this is... I think he wanted to kill me when he saw me in there, when they first came in. And he just kind of shrugs and then goes over to the crates and starts helping them load.
So do you not think Red wouldn't protect you?
I mean, as much as he could with that. That's why I joined the gang, was to have protection again. That's why I joined this gang originally, was to have your back. I mean, you just can't be on the streets by yourself and survive very long without joining up with somebody. But leaving one gang behind for a new one is it's never an easy transition there, and I imagine there might have been some hard feelings with these guys.
Sure. How big is this gang?
This is it. This was our team. This was a pretty close knit group, and I was the driver of the team.
Yeah. So anyone else in this gang want to kill you there, Crank?
Says, I mean, Reggie, you guys have talked him down pretty well. He's usually the crazy aggressive one, but I think with Sam going down, he kind of saw the writing on the wall. Christina, goddamn, that's really sucks. She was definitely the nice one, unfortunately. Also the most deadly with her spells. So it probably had to be done, but that's a damn shame.
I would think that Crank of anybody would be the best person to convince these guys to join Red's group, because they've both been successively taken out by us. And Red's
Sure,
group is
but-
obviously a safer place to be.
Does that matter to us at all?
Well, that's I don't know. It depends on how much we want these guys to join Red's group.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for the information, Crank. I want to go back talking to the kid.
He goes over to the truck and starts looking at it, make sure everything's okay. I assume the rest of you guys are gonna start loading crates up and stuff. You had it was about half full, and the rest of the crates are kind of they look like they were in the middle of being kind of packed and stacked. And I mean, I think they were all packed at this point.
Yeah.
They were just being stacked and moved to the truck at this point.
All right. I don't know if I have a soft spot or what, kid, but it seems like you can either work for Red, have a pretty good gig going on, or I can just let you go right now. What's it gonna be?
He looks at you wide-eyed and he says, "You let me go out of here? What about my brother?"
Your brother's got to answer some questions.
He grimaces and says, "I don't know. Maybe I should stay with him."
That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. That's fine.
He looks down his leg and he's like, "I can't. I don't think I can get away, even if I tried."
All right. Well, hang tight for Red, and we're gonna finish uploading these crates.
Now, he is still technically attached to the truck, so I don't know if you want to try to move him or drag him along with you.
Can we?
Just unhook him and move him to his brother?
I don't. I want to hook him up to the other car next to Crank.
Okay.
Okay.
That's possible.
Yeah. You actually, when you unhook him, he kind of slumps a little bit, and you actually have to like help him walk. And he like grimaces and is dramatically in pain as he's like trailing a very damaged leg since Lapis sliced his Achilles. Yeah, you move over here and he seems pretty ginger about like moving and sitting down and whatever.
Hey, Ursiv, can you get this guy some healing?
At this point, Craig's
Possibly.
probably in the truck.
Perhaps. Walk over, look at the guy's leg. Hello, son.
My first aid skill is suicidal at best.
This is my first aid. Pats his gun.
That's more my first aid.
All of y'all's.
May I do something with this leg?
He looks wide-eyed at the giant troll standing before him and just kind of nods slowly.
Don't worry about the troll kid. Worry about the lady.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Just gonna wave at him from over here by the boxes.
Hello. Don't try nothing.
Where are my notes on this? There you go. Plus two. Plus two.
Falker's tired of waiting.
Okay, so that's just net hits 4, or
Yeah.
boxes.
Just 4.
Okay.
Seems
Yeah,
like
4 bucks.
4 and 5 dice successes is pretty good.
Yeah.
It does.
But I have seen.
All right, he is feeling significantly better now, and he nods enthusiastically and says, "Thank you guys, really, thank you."
Is that any damage? What is heal? I forget. Heal is
Got the drain.
-4, so no, it's no damage at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, so you guys start loading the boxes. Yeah, Lapis just starts helping you guys load boxes. And you do that for probably 20, maybe 30 minutes. Probably not even that. Probably like 20 minutes. Loading the boxes.
Ursiv looks around for a box or a crate that will fit him.
Now, keep in mind, you guys did come on the vehicle down here. Oops, sorry, it's not here.
Yeah.
So, and it's up to you guys how you want to try to divide up who's going to be where. The truck in here can fit. I think it could actually fit 6 like normal sized people. And I believe the truck you guys came in on can fit 3. And technically
In the
also
cab.
right, yeah, it does have a bed in the back, and also it has that mounted machine gun on top.
I think
Which-
Malta and Ursiv should go in the truck.
I'm okay with that.
Not in the truck. Our truck.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll hang out in the truck.
The,
Okay.
the delivery truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lapis suggests that she's like, I'm comfortable riding shotgun with Crank unless you really need me somewhere else, but I kind of feel responsible for letting him get captured, and I don't want to let that kind of thing happen again.
Okay.
Crank just
So
kind of
she
looks
wants to ride shotgun?
meek and gives a thumbs up. Yeah,
Or-
like right up here, but
Oh,
Do you want me to ride in the truck with Malta or Ursiv or?
I can ride in the back. I can ride in the back of the delivery truck if that's
Okay. I'll go with Malta then.
okay. Once again, I look for a crate that'll fit me.
Okay. I forgot about your crate.
My crate plan.
yeah. There might be a crate you could squeeze into if you needed to, but you would probably have to empty that crate of all its contents.
I think it's called a car.
just gotta be like
Hollows out a car.
Why don't you just build like a fort or something with out of the crates?
just
That way you don't
hide
have to
myself
squeeze
behind
anyone.
crates.
Yeah, just build yourself in. You're like a little fort.
It's not a bad idea.
Troll
All right.
fort.
Ursuf does that. He moves all the crates forward so that he has a little pocket in the back that no one can see behind all the crates.
Okay, so who is where right now? Help me out.
So
Crank is like, all right, I was like, all right, how are we gonna do this? And he actually pulls up a map. 'Cause I don't think I showed you guys this last time. It says, here is our current route that we are taking.
Nice.
Hello, Google Maps.
Hello, Google Maps.
37 minutes. That's not too bad. A lot of traffic, though.
That was a lot
No,
of
I,
traffic.
I don't like that.
So this is I mean, if you notice, it's like, what is that, 12 mile, whatever, 10 miles, 12 miles. So it's not that far distance-wise, but it is a major highway, and you are going up the length, all the way up to downtown Seattle right there at the very top, on the length of I-5. And Crank says, he says, sticking to the highways is still our best shot. Just taking surface streets, going through the gang-infested roads is just going to be suicide with a truck this big. The highway is going to be our best shot to get there. And then we'll probably use the autopilot grid guide system, which in the Shadowrun world, everybody runs like, I think it's Minority Report that did this, where all the cars are just kind of on their... iRobot is a good example, where it's like they've got their automated system, but if you wanted to, you can take manual control and do whatever you need on your own. And Crank actually says, we'll do the grid guide as long as we can, and that way, hopefully, we won't stand out anything weird. If something comes up, obviously, we'll take over on manual control, and then you guys just stay on me if shit goes down. We've got our comm link, so we can still talk to each other as needed. So who's going to be where? I can fit a bunch in this truck. I know you guys brought a car as well. It'd be nice to have that other vehicle. I definitely feel safer with another vehicle with me, especially one that's got a gun on top.
Yeah, is that gun functional?
It
Good
is.
question.
Yeah, it
Okay.
is functional. It
Failed
does have.
on JT.
It does have to. No, the grenade launcher failed. He had two guns on there. He had the grenade launcher
okay.
in the back of the
okay.
truck, and then the machine gun that faces forward and kind of has like an arc, like a little bit of a rotating turret, but it can still basically only shoot forward.
Gotcha.
Which can be accessed by basically like a sunroof in the cab, as well as obviously in the back. You can access it as well.
Oh.
All right.
Ursiv says, I will be meditating in the back of the cargo vehicle. I'll act as Overwatch, keeping my magical eyes on the road around us. And I'll keep my comm link open in case I see anything.
He kind of looks at you quizzically and says, "So you're going to be in the back of the truck with all the stuff?"
Indeed. I don't need a physical presence to help on this mission.
At that, Crank kind of just stares at you for a second blankly and says, "Okay." Clearly, he is not the most comfortable with magical things. Okay, he's like, "All right, where's everybody else gonna be?"
I'll be driving the other car.
Okay.
I'll be with Miss Danger in the other car.
And Falcon. Okay. Alto Falcon. Okay, so this helps me set up.
I prefer one shot wonder, but that's okay.
I'll be with the one who knocks.
Okay. Alright, so with that, the truck is fully loaded. Nobody from Red's gang has arrived yet, although you see a little message that Susie says, like, on my way. So you know that she's on her way to pick up the other guys. Where am I? Okay, so we can switch to. So you guys get in the cars and start going towards the highway. Where is my musical accompaniment?
Nice.
Alright, we'll switch to this.
So I assume Crank knows how to double clutch.
Crank is a pretty good driver. He is,
Unless he's driving a dock wagon theme.
well, he kept that thing driving while that shit was going on, too. So the truck is packed and ready to go. You check your comm links, make sure everyone's connected for instant communications. You hear Crank come through on your comm links. He says, alright, Chummers, stay close to me. We want to make it look like any would-be hijackers will have to tackle with you guys to get to me. And he starts the engine and sets off towards the on-ramp and I-5, your current destination.
Wait, what? They have to go through us first?
That was part of the deal.
We didn't agree to that.
Can I switch vehicles now?
You merge onto the highway, and those in the truck see Crank. That was my note to myself. You guys notice that Crank does engage the autopilot for grid guide, so his car just takes its kind of automated path and merges nicely onto the vehicles. Is that what, I guess, Malta, you're driving? Do you want to also engage your autopilot function for now?
For now.
Okay, so there won't be any tests involved with that because the pilot just takes over.
Oh, good.
So as soon as we go, by the way, I should probably you want to roll for it, but I cast clairvoyance and put my position on top of the car. So I'm looking. So my magic eyes are on top of the vehicle.
Gotcha. Okay. That's got to be a trip with going through the highway on looking through all
I
that
imagine.
vision. Yeah. Maybe it'll look something like this cool painting I found.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Which is I had fucking fantastic eagle-eye vision on top of that truck.
Yeah, I bet. The clouds
Lots
continue
of
to
good.
darken the morning sky as you make your way north. The bright lights and imposing skyscrapers of downtown Seattle beckoning in the distance. So at this point, over the next basically just a couple minutes, traffic's going normal. You guys are just going along, and you guys are free to socialize with each other or with Crank and or Lapis. Which I guess actually none of you are in the truck with them, but you had to have the comm link, so you can obviously just talk to each other. I just want to give you guys a chance to just either reflect or talk, or if you guys want to do that. Now is the time for that.
So, Malta, what brings you to Seattle? Roll to get fresh.
He starts inching over in the car seat.
Yeah, excellent.
Seats.
So, but seriously. So Malta, what do you think of this red guy?
Definitely someone we're gonna have to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
There's a bigger play here that we don't know about.
Yeah, maybe. Seems alright to me so far.
We also need to be careful of Ricardo. Gotta watch him. The buyer.
Oh, right. Yes.
And know him
Right.
by reputation.
Don't worry. I can negotiate with him.
Well, I might need you to.
Yeah.
So, don't be surprised if I hang back.
I'm no longer surprised at what you do. You are extremely efficient.
At this point, Lapis crackles on the comm link and says, Malta, do you have history with this guy? Do you know something about this guy? The buyer?
You could say that.
Wait, what? Really?
Just thought you were just talking.
He's a bit of a dick when it comes to what he wants to buy, so make sure you always have your eyes open and don't let a security team get around you.
Oh.
There's a chance that he would betray us?
You just never know what he'll do.
I don't know how much I want to push this line of questioning. You seem reticent to answer questions about him. Have you experienced betrayal from this man before?
Like you're just like trying to ask the right question, like it's that iRobot scene where it's like you're asking the wrong questions. He's like trying to phrase them differently.
From Ricardo, no.
Have you been romantically involved with him?
Oh God, no.
Oh, okay.
This is where we thought this is going.
Lapis comes in the comm link and says like, "Look, all I want to know is if he's good for the money, if he'll pay us the goods, and he won't give us any trouble." And then she hesitates and says, "Well, I mean, I expect trouble from everybody."
He is, but keep your eyes open and be careful what you say to him.
So, temper, perhaps.
Like I said, he's a dick.
Fair enough. I've dealt with.
Unfamiliar with that term.
I've handled plenty
So-
of dicks in my life.
Yeah. Lapis says he's. Roll for your knowledge of dick handling. I'm gonna have to. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is taking a wonderful turn.
We're learning things about everyone we had no idea. Thank God there's no highway rest stops knowledge that he could possibly roll.
So, in regards to Ricardo, he reminds me of a time from my past that I don't want to think about anymore.
Do you think that your involvement here might trigger some unpleasant outcome in the situation?
Yes.
Thus, your wish to hang back.
Yes.
Understood.
Lapis sighs and
Okay.
says, "Alright, so the troll's hiding in the crates, and our security expert can't be seen. I'm feeling better about this already."
Can't be seen, but I'll still be there.
Alright, let's see, who is where right now?
I don't know, you're the one with the picture.
Yeah, so when you guys are in the autopilot, you are probably about, at this point, maybe a car length or two behind the truck. And we'll just say the truck is in the middle lane, and you guys are in the left lane. We'll just say this is a 3-lane highway for the sake of sanity.
That's a good distance.
Okay. Ursiv, you can go ahead and roll. I guess, do you roll perception when you're in clairvoyance mode? How does that work?
It's my own eyes. It's as if I'm seeing it, so I assume yes.
Okay.
That's
Go
what I
ahead.
would think.
Yeah.
My perception is not great.
Go ahead and roll perception, because you're in the truck's in the front, and you are on top of the truck. If
Yes.
I'm reading that correctly.
2.
Okay, so as you guys pass an on-ramp, you can hear and then quickly see, first hear sounds of multiple engines growing louder, and then Ursiv, you are the first one to notice, and they're probably just kind of like the gray blobs, but you can tell they are motorcycles. What looks to be half a dozen of them come roaring up onto the highway, and they immediately begin to close in on the armored truck. And And then
Are they coming from behind?
kind of just as you guys pass the on ramp, so they're behind
Oh,
you
they're
guys.
coming there on ramp. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And just so I'm clear, Mauta and Falkirk are behind us, right? Or they're in front of us?
They are behind you guys.
Okay.
Let me adjust this slightly. Oh, damn it, why is that not? Oh my gosh, all these tokens are clicking together. I'm working on a different scene right now. It is,
Yeah.
too many tokens at once.
Too many tokens.
That is always the issue. Alright, so at this point they are kind of behind and also next to Mauta and Falkirk's truck. And obviously Mauta and Falkirk, you guys can see the motorcycles pretty clearly now, and they are all trolls, and they're driving what looks like souped-up Harvey Davidsons, very much like just American chrome choppers, and they all appear to have mounted assault rifles.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy, it's a highway.
And
Jesus.
with that, we will take our break. A brief break to get drinks, go to the bathroom whenever we need, and we will be back soon and resolve this sudden incursion.
Yeah.
Thought I'd leave it at a dramatic pause like that.
Mm-hmm.
Play what's our break music? By the way, that song was from the Hotline Miami 2 soundtrack. Apparently, it's the Carpenter Brute remix
Oh.
Nice.
from called
Nice.
Remorse. Yeah, that was pretty cool. It's that one. All right, so we are going to take our break. Be back in a few minutes.